And for today, what you're having is that you have been asked, create a script that create an alias, name ls value this one. So we are creating an alias. Remember what we have in the content review? I show you are able to do that. So I believe that at this point you are able to do it even before us doing it for you. But for the purpose of being sure of what we are doing, we will like to do it by ourselves, and I will believe that you will be following even on your end and doing it. So I will split my screen in this case. Let me split my screen. Let me say move to a new window, which I will use like this. And then in this case, I will use like this. So I have now my two split screen. And then it says create a script. First of all, where should I be? Let me clear my terminal. So clear so that it begin. So where am I? First of all, pwd, I am in the root directory. What files do I have? I have the ALX system engineering repository. This is what I have, and I want, this is what we'll be using in the assignment. You see this one? This is what we'll be using. So first of all, first thing first, so we just do what we call git pull origin to avoid conflicts whereby you are making some changes and maybe you had made some changes somewhere else or someone had made. Git pull origin. It's a okay. Sorry for that. Let me cd into that ALX. That is the first thing that I have to do. System. Don't worry, everybody make errors. So now from here now git pull origin. I believe it will be working now. Yes, it's up to date. Now we have assurance that what we are having on our web terminal matches what you have online. Yes. So let's try do the first one. That is create a script that an alias. So first of all, first thing you have to create a directory. First of all, directory do we have only shell redirection, which we did yesterday. We are doing today this one. So I will advise you to copy the name of the directory so that for it typing typing problem. So mkdir meaning make a directory by the name that one. Then when I list file, I have that directory here. So we have done with that, we have created that. Then what happened next? Remember, don't forget this one. I will remind you for the second time and even for as many times as I can. Don't forget to add a readme file. So the first thing first, vi readme.md. So sorry, okay, I'm in the outside. Let me just get out. I want to create my own. I will create my own inside where? Inside this particular directory. So first of all, let me cd into that 0x03 dash shell into that directory. Yeah. So in that directory, we don't have anything in it. So we have vi, that is readme.md, like that. I expect to see nothing. Yes. And then I press I, meaning I'm going to insert mode. Sorry for that. I'm going to insert mode. So if I'm going to insert mode, I will, where will I go? Insert mode. So what I have to do is that I want to write a readme file. So I will just use this one as the content of the readme file. And I'll come here and say hash. Okay, meaning that this is level 3 heading. In HTML, we have H1, H2, H3. So this is level 3 heading, which I'm using, and then paste. So this is what I have, and then I exit and save, write and save, wquit. So far, I have only readme file. So after that far, I've been able to create a readme file. And if I'm able to create a readme file, so let's see what next. What next is that now we are now creating our first file, which is called alias. Yes, let's create alias. So allow me to say copy. I will copy that one. That is copy. And then to create alias, let me clear first of all. I don't know. I don't want a lot of this. So then VI, I'm creating alias VI, then I paste the name of that file, then I click on enter like that. So I'm in that one, I click on I to change into insert mode. Then what next? What are we using? Allow me to, I've already created some of the answers which allow me to copy and have it here so that I can explain so that you cannot take a lot of time. So this is our first file alias. So I will copy the entire of this. Okay, this one may not work because of this. This may not work, so allow me to do this way and then copy. Yes, I have it here. I paste it like that. Allow me to use this one. This one is different from the what I have. So like that, delete, then I have like that. So this is our file. This is how it look like. This is the content, and then from there I escape like this. I do this one, and then W quit, or W and then Q. Then I press enter. So I come back here. Remember one thing, don't forget, we say that all files in the requirement, all files should be executable. How do we make our files executable? We use chmod. In this case, I will say chmod, I say chmod like that, a plus x, and then 0 dash alias like that. Press enter. So when we list file, that file is now in executable file. So what next? Git add. We want to have it online. Git commit like that. What is the commit message? I will use what I have here. I will use this one as my git commit message. Paste. Yes, like that. And then git push. I want to push to my repository. Yes, it is gone. Now let's check our code. Check your code. Yes, okay, it worked. The last part never worked. What does it say? The last part, it says correct output. What have we done wrong? Let me check what we have done wrong. So what we have done wrong here is alias, maybe spelling errors, but it has the file. File is present. Yes, which file is it? It's present, bin bash like present. Correct output. Let's go back and check. Hello. So we are trying to solve this error. Remember, we check our code and give us some errors. So let's try and look and check what is the error. VI, that is dash alias like that. That is yes. So let's try and do something. Let me go enter. What could be the problem here? My is okay. There's a space here. Allow me to delete this space like that, and then I escape like that. And there's now git add, git commit, and then I say we are using this one. I'm using this one. I'm not using any different. Use this message as a commit message like that, and then I git push. So we are expecting now our code will work. Let's check our code. Start. Yes, it has worked. Okay, so let's clear our terminal. So we have clear. Let's go to number 2. That is now user. So remember hello user. In this case, if it's hello user and it's the current Linux user, remember one thing, there's a variable we were using when we talk about the content review. In this case, I will say, first of all, let me create this file called one and dash underscore hello you. So let me vi, that is create. Me, I'm using vi. If you are good at Emacs, you can still work on it. So I'm using vi, enter like that, clock I to go to insert mode. then I'm going to insert mode. So as I said, I will be copying what I already created here. So task 1, this one. I will use this one, copy. So this is what I'm copying, and then I paste here. And then from there, I use escape key. Okay, what does this mean? Let me just explain first of all. Echo hello user. This is a variable that prints the username, the current user. If I'm logged in as African Tech Guru, it will print African Tech Guru. Yes, so like that. That is the current user who has logged in. Maybe you have logged in as, let me call you person Y. Then when you current use as user, it will print Y. So that is it. So let me close this one, then quit. So I have done with that. The next thing is change the mode. We change mode like this, a plus x, and then the name of the file. The name of the file is this one. This copy. So this is the name of the file, like that. Click and enter. So if we list file, you find that I've changed that file. So what next? Git add, git commit. What is the commit message? I'm committing with this one. Copy. Git push. And then check our code. Yes, our code has worked. Let's go to the next one. Next one is the path to success is take massive demand. So add action to path. So we are going to path and then add action. There should be a last directory the shell look into. So it will be at the last point. So that is path. So what we do, let's first of all, first thing first, let's create the file and name. So I'll say vi, and then the path name, in this case, it will be to path. Then I click on I, which is insert mode. And then what is the answer? I will go to the next one, this one. So this is what I already have. I'll copy and I will paste it here like that. Then I escape WQ like that. And then what next? I change mode, chi mode like that. A plus X and the name of the file. What's the name of the file? The name of the file is that one. Then I click on enter. So list file, yes, that file is changed. Git add, git add, then git commit like that. So what is the git commit message? Our git commit message is this one. I said this is what I will be using. This is our git commit message, like this. Paste here, and then I close, click enter. So that is git commit. Then git push. I am pushing to my GitHub. So we see that we have already pushed. Let's check our code. We're checking our code. Yes, it's loading. Congratulations. Yes, we have done that. Let's go to next one. Let's go to next one. We are running with time. If the path be beautiful, let us not ask where it leads. Okay. Create a script that counts the number of directories. It counts the number of directories in the path. And then, so first thing first, let me clear this. Web terminal is too much. Then IVI, which means that I am creating the file name, which in this case we call it 3path, like this, and then paste like that, 3path, then like that. So then from there I click I to enter into insert mode. Then what next? I copy the answer I have already created here. This is the answer I've already created. Let me copy this one. I will explain to you. Yes. So let me try to give a small explanation on this, because now this seems a long kind of code. So first thing is that these are bash scripts that print the number of directories in the path environment. That is what we have been asked to do, and this is what it does. So if we break it down into small portion, we see echo path hapa. This one called echo path. This one, what it does is that it is print the value of path environment variable. It print the path, they print the value of the path environment variable, and then we have crep. This one, crep dash 0 or O. This searches for all occurrence of the strings, the count of the strings. This string, it searches for the every occurrence. This one up there will search the occurrence of this one. It will search for the occurrence of that one. And then also we have this one, wc-1. What does it do? This count the number of lines produced by the grep command. As this one look for occurrence of this one will count the number of those occurrences. And then we have the last one, this one, +1. What does it do? This add 1 to the count, to count for the first directory. So it add. Now it has found how many occurrences. It counts +1, like that. So at the end of the day, we are able to achieve our objective, that is counting the number of directories in the path environment. Now we are done with that. Let's exit like that. And then what we do next is we change it into executable mode, that is change mode a plus x, and then the name of the file. In this case, it is 3-paths, like that. I believe it's the same. Then enter. If we list file like this, we're able to see which we have as that one. So we have that one. So what next is git add, like that, and then git commit. So what is our git commit message? Our git commit message is what we have here. If the path is beautiful, let us not ask where it leads. Yes, like that. I git push. Now that I have committed, I git push. From there we check our code. I'll try as much as I can to explain. Yes, let's go to the next question. The next question is create a global variable. Create a script that lists all environment variables. Let's talk about the global variable. So list all that list environment variables. How can that be done? Let's first of all clear this. Next thing is we create the file name. What's the file name? The global variables. Copy vi. So next is this one. I click on enter. So click on insert mode. Then I'm now on the insert mode. What next? Let me copy the answer I've created, and then I'll explain to you. This one, I copy like this, and I use paste. So this one, this print env environment means that is a command that we are using to list all environment variables. Yes, I don't think I have any much explanation on that. Then what we do next, we change the mode, chi mode, that is a plus x, and then the name of the file. What is the name of the file in this case? The name of the file is for-global variable, like that. And then I list file. Yes, I have created that one. Git add, that's the next thing. Git add. And then I use git commit. Remember the git commit message? Our git commit message is the title of that particular task. So in this case, I will use global variables, copy, then I use it here, I paste, like that. Yes, let's do another one called git push. Now I've committed it. What next is git push? From there, now we are able to check our code. Let's check our code. Wow, our code is working. Let's go to next. Local variables. So what we are doing is you have been asked create a script that lists all local variable and environment variable and functions. So let's clear this. Next is vi, the name of the file. What is the name of our file we are creating? We are using 5 local underscore variables, like that. Then we go to I, that is insert mode. We are changing it to insert mode. So after that, we key in our answer. Let me have our answer, then I'll explain to you. So this one, okay. I change mode, that is chi mode, a plus x. The name of the file, what's the name of the file? It is this one. List file, yes I have. Git add, git commit. The commit message is this one. And then like that. So git push. Let's check our code now. Yes, it has worked. Let's come to the number 6. Task number 6, that's task 6. So what we do, vi as usual, then the name of the variable, the name of the task, that is this one. Copy this one, paste. Then insert mode. How can we do? Create a variable, local variable best. Remember how the syntax of creating a variable, we say var name, and then the value. We say var name and then the value. So how can we do that? Let me show you. I will use what I already have. What do I have already? Here. I have this one. Remember we say the syntax is, var name. That is the var name, that is best name, best. Then the value, which is in bracket, that is cool. So that is it. Then from there we change mode, that is chi mode, a plus x, and then the name of this file that we are creating. We copy the entire of it like this. Copy like that, and then I list file to check if it's here. Yes, it is created. So git add, git commit. We are committing with which message? Which message are we committing with? The local variable again. Then git push. Now we are pushing now to our GitHub, and then we check our code. We are checking our code. That is how our code comes in. It's now. Let's go to the next one. Vi, then the name. We are now in this case. We have been asked to do what? What have been asked to do? In this case, we are asked to create a new global variable. Like that. First thing first. Then we click insert. We are now in the insert mode. So this one is where we'll be using the export. I will not be typing all of this because of time. I will just use what I've already created here. This now we are creating using export. What we are doing is that when we talk about export, when I say we are creating using an export, we are exporting this, we are making this file to be a global variable. Remember, a global variable, as I said yesterday, this morning when I was talking about the content review, I say that in the global variable is the one that are available to all users, but for the local is only for a specific user who has logged in at that particular point. So now let's see for the global variable that's for all users. Let me copy, and then I paste like that. Then what next? I change mode, gmod a plus x, like that, and then the name of the file. Git git add. Okay, let me first of all list file and see. I'm listing file. Yes, it's created. So git add, git commit. Which message are we committing with? We are committing with the message that is the title of the task, that is in this case is global variable, like that. Then I git push. So we check our code. Congratulations. Let's go to the next task. Next task is task 8. Every addition to true knowledge is addition to human power. Write a script that prints the result of addition of 128 with the value stored in the environment variable, true knowledge, followed by a new line. So what we have to understand is that there is a variable we have been given a variable that contains a certain value, which we don't know in this case. We don't know what value is contained in the true knowledge variable, but we are therefore adding what we have in the variable plus now 128. I will explain from what I was explaining this morning with the content review that I have a box with 10 oranges, and then I am asked add now 128. So I'm been given a box, it has some oranges. I don't know how many oranges does it have, but now I've been asked to add another 128. So I will say add 128 to what is already in that particular box. So how can we do that? Remember we are using a dollar sign for calculation purpose, which tells the shell to perform a calculation. Remember when we're doing the shell arithmetic. Let me clear this. Yes, so first thing first, create the name of the file. That is the name of the file. Then I click enter like that. I go to that is insert mode. From there, let me copy. Yes, I have already existing. So you see that what is happening here is that I have a variable. I have a variable called true knowledge. I have a box. My box is true knowledge. It has some oranges, which I don't know how many are they. And then I am adding 128 to it. How does calculation happens? There is this dollar sign here that tells the shell to perform calculation of what is in my box plus what I'm adding it. I believe it's well explained now. Then from there we change mode, gmod a plus x, like that, and then the name of the file. And then we list. Yes, that file is added. So git add, like that, git commit. Where's the commit message? Here we have been given here. Git push. And then so we are done with that. Let's check our code. Awesome. Let's talk about divide and rule. Okay, this is divide and rule. Write a script that prints the result of power divided by divide, followed by a new line. So these are, we have, in this case, it means that we are having two variables called power and another variable called divide. So in normal division, we'll say one value divided by another value. So in this case, we have not been given the value, but we are given a variable that contains those values. For example, I say my box 1 contain a certain value. Okay, I am this kind of, I have a box y that has, let's say, 20 oranges. In this case, let's call it that it has 20 oranges, and then I'm asked divide among some number of people which have not been given. So maybe this number of people who are supposed to share these fruits, maybe there are only 5, and I have 20 oranges, so each one of them will take 4. So I will divide what I have, what is in variable called power, divide by what is in divide, meaning that in my box, oranges in my box, divide by the number of people which have not been given. So now let's try and do it. First thing first is that we create the file name. So the file name is divide and rule. Divide and rule, like that. So that is the file name. I go to insert mode, that is I. Then from there, I will use already created here. I'll use this one like this. Copy. So what you are seeing here is that whatever you are seeing here is that there is a variable called power and there's a variable called divide. So we don't know what this power hold, what this divide hold. Whatever that is in power, divide it by whatever is in divide. And then what are we doing? Using this one. This one can be used to represent a variable, at the same time can be used to provoke shell to perform calculation. So let's exit like that. And then mode, that is changing the mode. That's all files must be executable like that. And then the name of the file in this case. What is the name of our file? The name of our file is that. And then I press enter. List file, I want to see if it's changed. Yes, it is changed. So git add, and then I say git commit. I'm committing this file with a message. What does message say? The message is divide and rule. That is our message, divide and rule. I press enter like that. I git push now to my repository, and then I do this, I do that one, and I check our code and see what will happen. Yes, congratulations, we have passed. Let's go to number 10. Number 10 is love is an anterior to life, posterior to death, initial of creation, and exponent of breath. Write a script that displays the results of breath to the power of love. Remember one thing, if I say 2 raised to 3, meaning that I'm saying 2 to the power of 3. 2 raised to 3, 2 to the power of 3. 2 raised to 5, 2 to the power of 5. That is what it means. So when I say exponential, I'm saying 2 raised to. I'm saying a number raised by another number. For example, if I say 2 raised to 3, we all know it is 8. 2 raised to 3 is 2 times 2 times 2. It's 2 multiplied by 2 for 3 times. That is 2 times 2 times 2. Yes, that is what it means. So exponential, you say 2 raised to 3 is 2 exponential 3. So let's try and do it. So we have a variable called breath and we have a variable called love. So we are having 2 variables here and we are want to calculate exponential. So one, we have the base is breath and the love is what we are raising it into, or the exponent. So the first thing first, we create the file name. That is the first thing we are doing. We create the file name like that. So we create the file name like this, and then we click I to enter into insert mode. So I am now in the insert mode. So what next? I will copy what I have already here, task number 10 here. So you see that they have used that one. We have a variable called breath and we have a variable called love. So paste it here like that. So we are raising, this as a base, and then we raise to the power of love. This is awesome, eh? Breath, the power of love. And then next thing is mode, that is changing the mode. All our files should be in executable. Then mode a plus x, and then the name of the file. Don't forget that we are using the name of the file. And then git add. Okay, first of all, let me check if it has changed. I always want to check to be sure. Yes, it has changed. Where is number 10? Yes, it is there. So git add like that, git commit like that. Then if I git commit, which commit message am I using? I'm using this one. This is a long one, but I'm using this one. I will also advise that you use the same, but okay, you're free to use whatever you want. But to me, let me use this one for today. So I've committed. Let me check my code. Yes, they are working. Let's come to task number 11. Task number 11. Task number 11. In my task number 11, this is what I'm supposed to do. So write a script that convert numbers base 2 to base 10. It convert from a binary number into a decimal number. So that is what we are doing. Okay, we are trying to convert a number from a binary number into a decimal number. So a number in binary is on base 2 and so environment variable called binary. And the script will display the number in base 10 followed by a new line, meaning that if we have a number that is 011, which in binary it is 3, we want to display it in our decimal. So we expect to see a 3. But in this case, we are not being given what we don't know what is in that binary, but we assume that what we have in that binary variable is a binary number. So we expect to see something like 1010 or whatever that is in that particular variable. Let's do it. So we expect it to have a variable called binary. So first thing first, let me first of all clear this. And then IVI, meaning that I want to create the file name. File name in this case is this one, and then enter. And then I go to insert mode like that. What next? Then we copy the answer and explain. I believe I've explained to you. We copy, but if the explanation is not that enough, I will still be happy to explain it to you. So we have a variable called binary, as you can see here. We have a variable called binary, and then we have 2 hash. You might be asking yourself, what does this 2 hash mean? So the expression 2 hash binary, it performs a binary to decimal conversion by interpreting the value of binary. So what it does is that you see that 2 hash prefix. What it does is that it tells the bash to interpret the following string. Which is the following string? The following string is the content of that binary variable. So it will tell bash, interpret for me the content of this variable called binary. And then it interprets where? So it interpret the following, that one, to a number. It's interpreting it into a number. It's asking, oh, interpret for me this one. Okay, interpret to where? Interpret into a number. That is what it does. Yes, so that is what 2 hash mean. And then binary is the binary name. And then the dollar sign here, remember the dollar sign is what? It let the bash or shell to understand that this case calculation or calculation has to be done. Okay, let's escape this and like that. So then let's change to G mode. That we are supposed to do like that, and then the file name in this case. And then let me list file to be sure that I have. Yes, I have number 11. Git add git commit. Yes, git commit. What is the commit message? Our commit message is this one. And then git push. So I'm supposed to check our code. Yes, our code is working very good. Okay, number 12, combination. Create a script that print all possible combination of 2 letters except O. So in this case, remember what we were using yesterday, the expansion where we say that I was saying yesterday, I was saying, let me give an example. What I was saying is that, remember we had something like this. I remember in our last video, we had something like this, A, comma, B, comma, C, like that. So what this one will print, it will print font dash A, then comma, font dash B, and then comma, font, which means that it will expand what is in the bracket, font dash C, like that. So this is what this code, this text here will execute this one in the shell. But now we have been asked combination. We want to combine letters between A to Z. So in this case, maybe we'll have something like this, A dot 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 two dots, like this one. Okay, small letters, and then like this, and maybe something like this. That is combined. We are combining letters from A to Z. We are combining any two possible. So like this, A dot dot Z, like that. So we are expecting to combine something like that. That's what it asks. But what does it say? Except or. So we don't want to find a place where we are having or as our combination. I'm sorry, like that. We don't want to see that. So it will execute all of them, but it will not print or. Let's try this and see if that's true. Let's try and see. First thing first, let's create the file name. So let's create the file name. What is the file name in this case? I go with this. Insert mode, that is I'm in the insert mode. Let me copy the answer. The answer I have is this one. So we have the code like that. So it combined echo. First of all, A to AZ, it means it print the concept from A to Z and also A to Z. So it combined two of them, two. And then with clear command, and then it print new line. Grep this one, it check for all existence of or, so that it will not print any existence of or. That's what it does. It check from if there is an existence, no. So what it does, that's echo you print on the console. And then let's quit like that. And then we chmod, that is change the file into executable file. You want to change it into executable file like that. And then we list file to be sure that we have changed. Yes. So git add like that, git commit message. What is our commit message? I'm sorry. What is our commit message? Our commit message is what we have here as combination. So I paste it here. Yes, so git push now. Git push. Let's come to check our code before we proceed. Yes, it has worked. Let's come to number 13. I believe this is the last question for the mandatory task. So write a script that prints the number with 2 decimal places followed by a new line. The number will be stored in a variable called num. It will print number with 2 decimal places. Yes? Remember one thing. I remember back in our elementary primary school there, when we used to be asked, print number to do decimal places. Print a number or round off only to do decimal places. For example, I have 2.5, whatever, that one. Print these two numbers to do decimal places. And what I will have is 2.46. Let me say so. If I round off to 2 decimal places, that's what you'll have. So that is exactly what this question is asking. After you have changed that number, which we don't know, into those decimal places, you will store, the number will be stored in a num variable. So that's where it will be stored. So let's try to do it. How can we do that? Let's try and see how we'll be able to do that. First thing first, create the variable name, the file name, like this. Insert like that. And then what is so we are doing what we are doing is we want this way. So this is what we have. This is what we have already. We say that print for us %.2f, that is to do decimal places, in a variable called num and sort. So if we try to understand is that this is a bash script that formats the number to with 2 decimal places using the printf command, and then sort the result using the sort command. So it will print for us to do decimal place and then sort now using the sort command. So num variable is assumed to contain the number that needs to be formatted. So if you can see here, we have a variable called num, which in this case, we assume that this variable called num, it contains a certain value, which we don't know. It contains a certain value, and this value is what we want to print it in 2 decimal places. And the result of the printf command is piped into sort command. After we have achieved, okay, I remember you did piping. After you have achieved this one, after you have printed it, don't print on the console. What it says is that pipe it into sort, so that sort will do whatever necessary in this case that will sort. And then script is executed and will format the value of num variable in this case, and to do decimal places using the printf and the result to the console after sort. Yes, I believe I've explained how to my level best, like that, and then we go that way. What next is change mode, a plus x, then the name of the file, like that, then enter list file. I want to be sure I change. Yes, where is it? Yes, I change. So git add is the next thing. Git commit is another thing. What's our commit message? Our commit message is what we are having here called floats. Git push. Okay. Congratulations to all of you for reaching this far. Now that we are done with the mandatory task, allow me small time or the only minimal time of your schedule so that we are able to go through the advanced. In case, okay, allow me to talk something small about advanced. Advanced is what will help you. Sometimes you may not have achieved the highest score in the mandatory, but when you have advanced, at least when you get something, it will be able to help you achieve something, because it will raise your marks or your score, which it increase your chances for passing through the probation period. So allow me to handle task 14, but I will not explain much on this one. Allow me just to rush. So first of all, create a script that converts a number from 10 to 16. We are converting from a decimal number into hexadecimal number. So the number is base 10, is stored in a variable called decimal. So we assume that this variable called decimal contain the number in base 10. Okay, this decimal number is assumed to be contain a certain number which we don't know. We don't know that number, but that number we have been told it is a decimal number. Anything base 10 is a decimal number. So whatever number is stored in a variable called decimal is a decimal number. Then the script will display the number in base 16 followed by a new line. So we are changing whatever we have here inside here, and we are converting into hexadecimal here. That is what we should be displayed. Okay, so we have a variable called decimal somewhere which contain a number which is a decimal. Okay, now if that is the case, let's try and do it. Let me clear. Okay, vi, the name of the file. So the name of the file is this one, this extra task. Yeah? Like that. Insert mode. And then let's come here. And then I copy this one. Okay, before I exit, allow me to explain that. Before I exit, allow me to explain. Printf, and then %x, and then decimal variable. So this is a bash script that converts the number to its hexadecimal number. Remember what to say that we are doing this one a decimal number which contain another number, a variable that contain a variable decimal contain another number which you don't know, but it is a decimal number. What it does is that percentage x changing into hexadecimal. So using that printf x percentage x, where x is the number of hexadecimal digits in that particular print. So what it does is that it checks on the variable decimal, which contains a decimal number, use the specifier x percentage x to change into hexadecimal. So that is what it does. So now that we are done with that, let me escape here and like that. Then we chmod, that is we are changing from being just a normal file into executable file. So which I will use gmod a plus x, and then I put the name of the file like that, enter, and then I list. Yes, do I have 100? Yes, I have 100. So git add like that, git commit like that. And then what is the commit message? Commit message is decimal to hexadecimal number. Then git push. So I believe that this will work. Yes, let's go to number 2 of optional task. This is encryption in a proponent of strong encryption. First thing first, let's create the name of the file. vi, where's the name of the file? Like that. That's the name of the file. So I to insert mode. So I to insert mode. So what happened next? We have done that. Let's try to have our answer. This one is encryption. That is strong encryption. I will put okay. Let me not explain this one. This is much bit of explanation, but I will add for you the explanation in the description. Yes, and then the name of the file like that. What have I done? Try gmod help. Okay, this one has failed. Let me do this. Allow me to do this, and then I get sandbox, which I will the sandbox I will open a new window, which in this case I will place it here. Yes, so ls, let me cd to root, sorry for that, and then from there ls, what do I have in the root? I have that cd alx dash system, and then I do next is list file. What file do I have? So cd 0x03 like that. List file, what file do I have? Yes, I have my files there. So I have file which I need to change gmod a plus x. That's the name of the file. Is called, the name of the file is 101, this one, and then I do like this. So list file, yes, I have it. So git add, git commit, and then what message are you committing with? This one. Like that. Then git push. Yes, check our code. Congratulations. Let's come to 16. Write a script that prints every other line from the input starting with the first line. So it print every other input starting with the first line. So in this case, we use this one. I will leave you the description. So vi, the name of the file was the name of the file. In this case, we're using 102 odd. Insert mode, that is I. Then what is the answer? That is file. I will leave you the description in the description. I will leave you the explanation of this in the description below. Then chmod a plus x. Then the name of the file. So list file. Yes, I have changed. Okay, next is git hard. Sorry. Then git commit. What is the commit message? Our commit message is here. What we have here. This is our commit message. Paste like that. So that is our commit message. And then git push. Yes, let's check our code. Congratulations. This one, write a script that adds two numbers stored in the variable water and star and print the result. So there's a variable called water, is a base water. There's a star, is a base star. So the result should be in base school, should be in base school. That is the base, that's how the result should be. It's stored in a base school. So this one is the longest kind of commands, several combination of commands, which I may not explain all of them, but I will leave you the explanation at in the description below. Allow me just to copy what I have, but I believe it will work. Vi. So we have, what you know is, I must know is that you have two variable, which is base water and base star, and then we change the answer to be base. Base it to be best school. Vi, then I to go to into insert mode. Now that we are in insert mode, let's have our answer. This one is the longest. It has the longest kind of. As I said, description will be, explanation will be at the description. So we change the mode, mode a plus x, and then the name of the file. Okay, list file. Git add. We have 103, yes. Git commit, like that. And then what is our commit message? Our commit message is this one. I am a instant star, just water and star. Like that. Then git push. Let's check our code. Wow. Congratulations for finishing this task. I believe all of you are able to follow up and have achieved all this. If not, kindly pause where you lost and try again. So I want us to check. Is it true that we are done? Yes, we are done. It's able to tell us we are 200% done. Congratulations. Thank you guys for having your time to listen to this and to have your problem solved. All of us, we solve problem together. Here in African Tech Gurus, we learn together and we learn by doing it. Welcome every other day. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit on the notification bell so that you will be notified next time, which is tomorrow, for the next assignment. Bye bye.